Alrighty, welcome to Dakota News Now Online. I am digital content producer Sarah Parkin, and we have a special treat for you today because today we have our very own Parker Brown in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, reporting live from the Little League World Series. So Parker, you got there yesterday. What have you discovered so far about what Williamsport is like during Little League World Series week?
Well, I've discovered that it's incredibly hot out in Pennsylvania too, but we're bearing the heat. It's a very, very cool atmosphere. There's kind of been a buzz before the games even started playing. Usually you would say maybe there's a calm before the storm. There was no calm. You get a bunch of youngsters ready to play baseball, and it's just a wonderful, really cool experience. We had some opening ceremonies earlier in the day. We had those at around 11 o'clock Eastern time where all the teams marched in, and there's 20 teams from around the U.S., but also around the world. And so it's been a really neat experience to see all these different teams from across the world, and Sioux Falls gets to sit right among the best of the best.
And so Parker, we know you've been following the team today. What is in store for the Sioux Falls Little League team, and kind of what are you expecting out of this game this evening?
Well, they're expecting a tough fight later tonight. I mean, Florida is going to be a very good team, but Sioux Falls is sticking to what has helped get them to this point. And they say that they're battle tested because a lot of the South Dakota competition in the Little League and also in the Midwest Regional has helped them get to this point. So they credit a lot of their success, at least Sioux Falls as a city as well, to a lot of the competition. They've seen some of this level of competition before, and so they're expecting a good fight. They're going to stick to who they are, and a lot of clutch hitting late in the game is potentially going to help them along the way.
And I know that you said you talked to the coach. What did they have to say going into tonight's game?
So Nick Cortan, the head coach, I got a chance to speak with him shortly, and he said that it hasn't really settled in yet until right about when the opening ceremony started. And so they're starting to get a groove. They've obviously had plenty of practices going into this game, but now it's starting to get real, and so they're hoping to just play fun, fast, and free, play their style of baseball, and so that's kind of their game plan, is just playing their game and making sure that the lights aren't too bright for them, and I think they're going to succeed with that.
Awesome. And you know, South Dakota teams travel well. Have you seen quite a few fans from the the Sioux Falls Little League team traveling to Williamsport as well? Have you run into any of those fans?
Yeah, there's been plenty of Midwest fans, plenty of who have traveled from Sioux Falls, and one thing that the head coach told me is that a lot of times the families and also the wives of the coaches, they haven't seen them since before the Midwest Regionals, and so today they got to reconnect at a little bit before and a little bit after the ceremony, and so that's been really cool to see. 14 days on the road with a group of 12-year-old boys and 3 coaches, it's a lot, and so to see some familiar faces, and I mean, there's nothing like a good hug from your parent, and so that's also been really cool to see all the families out here to support their youngsters.
Yeah, we definitely heard that they've been on the road a lot, and they're even fundraising to kind of finance those efforts because they've had such a long journey to get to this point. We know you're going to be in Williamsport pretty much all week covering the Sioux Falls Little League team. Can you give our viewers a little glimpse at when you'll be on air and what they can expect you to report on?
Yeah, I will be live in our 4 o'clock show, and I'll also be live at 5 and 5:30. Still a little bit TBA whether I'll be on at 6 and 6:30 because that's around the time that the game will be going on, because you track back an hour for us here, and so game time will be 7 o'clock on ESPN. And so post-game, though, I should be on air with you guys at 9 o'clock, and throughout the next couple of days. It really just depends on how the Sioux Falls team does. If they win today, they will be playing on Friday, and so we'll have plenty of coverage on Friday. But if they lose, they play on Saturday, and so we'll kind of figure out coverage when it comes to that. But yeah, we're just kind of playing it by ear and hoping that our Sioux Falls team can win so that we can be back providing even more live coverage on Friday.
Yeah, we're definitely hoping for more of that Friday game. We can hope we can keep cheering this team on. And I just want to end this by asking you, what has been your favorite part of Williamsport so far? Have you experienced anything that surprised you in the area, or any unique qualities about the town that hosts the Little League World Series?
I would just say the location itself, because I mean, we're in the hills. It is a beautiful complex, both stadiums here and also the practice field. So it's just been really the sights and sounds. It's everything baseball, but right now this is the center of the baseball universe. And so it's been really cool to see people, again, from all around the world coming to cheer on their kids.
All right, perfect. Well, Parker, thank you so much for joining us. I'm sure this won't be the last time we check in with you online, but as you said, we can catch you on air pretty much in almost all of our shows today. So we appreciate you and the coverage that you're doing out there, and we hope you have a good time in Williamsport, and we hope you bring that Sioux Falls Little League team some luck.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, that was our very own Parker Brown, and as we said, he's going to be in Williamsport all week, so he will be bringing us reports online and on air. So make sure you stay with Dakota News Now as he covers the Sioux Falls Little League team in the Little League World Series. Thanks for joining us.